ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡನ್ನು ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಹಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕೈನಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಡಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತ ಇದೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ನಾಮಾವಳಿ. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಯ ತಂಬೂರಿ ಮೀಟಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಬರೆದ ಕಾವ್ಯವು ಹೇಳಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಹನುಮನ ಹೃದಯವು ಕೂಗಿತು ಸಾರಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸರಳವಾದ ಹಾಡು, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನುಸರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ರಾಗಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ತಾಳಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಅನುಸರಿಸಿ. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿ, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಯ ತಂಬೂರಿ ಮೀಟಿತು, ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಯ ತಂಬೂರಿ ಮೀಟಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಬರೆದ ಪದ್ಯವು ಸಾರಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಬರೆದ ಪದ್ಯವು ಸಾರಿತು, ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕಬೀರದಾಸರ ಕೃತಿಯು ಹಾಡಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಕಬೀರದಾಸರ ಕೃತಿಯು ಹಾಡಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಹನುಮನ ಹೃದಯವು ಕುಣಿಯಿತು ಸಾರಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಹನುಮನ ಹೃದಯವು ಕುಣಿಯಿತು ಹಾಡಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ. ಇದೇ ಹಾಡು ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹಾಡೋಣ. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಯ ತಂಬೂರಿ ಮೀಟಿತು, ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್ ಜೈ ಜೈ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರದ ಮುನಿಯ ತಂಬೂರಿ ಮೀಟಿತು, ಶಾರದೆ ಹಿಡಿದ ವೀಣೆಯು ಹಾಡಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಶಾರದೆ ಹಿಡಿದ ವೀಣೆಯು ಹಾಡಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿಯಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಶಂಕರ ದೇವನ ಡಮರುಗ ನುಡಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ನಾರಾಯಣನ ಶಂಖವು ಕೂಗಿತು. ಕಬೀರದಾಸರ ದೋಹೆಯು ಹೇಳಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಕಬೀರದಾಸರ ದೋಹೆಯು ಹೇಳಿ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಹನುಮನ ಹೃದಯವು ಕುಣಿಯಿತು ಹಾಡಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. ಹನುಮನ ಹೃದಯವು ಕುಣಿಯಿತು ಹಾಡಿತು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಜಯ ರಾಮ್. श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. श्रीराम जय राम जय जय. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम 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 श्री राम जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय. ಇದೇ ತರಹ ಒಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮೇಲಿನ ಒಂದು ಸೊಗಸಾದ ಹಾಡು, ಅದರೊಳಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ತರಹ ಟಂಗ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಅದರಿಂದ ನನಗೊತ್ತು ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಹಾಡಿದ ಹಾಡು ತುಂಬ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಹಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಈ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ತರಹ ಭಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಹಾಡು ನಾಮಾವಳಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಂದರೆ ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ. ಈ ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟಂಗ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟರು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಡಬಹುದು. ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, 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 ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ. ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನಂದ ನಂದನ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನಂದ ನಂದನ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನಂದ ನಂದನ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನಂದ ನಂದನ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ನವನೀತ ಚೋರ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ. ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಹೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಶ್ರೀಧರ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ, ಕೇಶವ ಮಾಧವ ಯಾದವ ನಂದನ, ರಾಧೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಧೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ. भक्तवत्सल राधे श्याम, भागवत प्रिय राधे श्याम, 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 केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे. हे मुरली श्रीधर, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, हे मुरली श्रीधर, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव. हे मुरली श्रीधरा, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, 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 केशव माधव यादव नंदन, 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 राधे कृष्ण राधे. नंद नंदन राधे श्याम, नवनीत चोरा राधे श्याम, 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 केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम. हे मुरली श्रीधरा, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, हे मुरली श्रीधरा, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव नंदन, राधे कृष्ण राधे श्याम, केशव माधव यादव नंदन. भक्तवत्सल राधे श्याम, भागवत प्रिय राधे श्याम, भक्तवत्सल राधेश्याम भागवत प्रिय राधेश्याम भक्तवत्सल राधेश्याम भागवत प्रिय राधेश्याम भक्तवत्सल राधेश्याम भागवत प्रिय राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम हे मुरली श्रीधरा 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 राधे कृष्ण राधे हे मुरली श्रीधरा राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम हे मुरली श्रीधरा राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे हे मुरली श्रीधरा राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम हे मुरली श्रीधरा राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम केशव माधव यादव नंदन राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम राधे कृष्ण राधे राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम राधे कृष्ण राधेश्याम
My pranams to our Adhyaksha Swamiji, pranams to revered Swami Swatma Ramanandaji Maharaj, the president of our Ramakrishna Math Center in Durban, South Africa. Swamiji has come from there. He served for a long time, 29 years in Ramakrishna Math, Bangalore, and for about 15 years he was the warden of our Sri Ramakrishna Vidyarthi Mandiram. We have a hostel run by Ramakrishna Math, Bangalore. Swamiji was there as the chief warden. He knows the students. He has dealt with students for nearly 24 years. And now he is the president of our Ramakrishna Math Center in Durban, and very closely associated, close contact with our Swami Viprananji Maharaj, who is known. Yes, please. We also, Swamiji was here, so he connected us over the video call just now at 6:15 with Swami Viprananji. I could speak a few words with Swami Viprananji. He has, yes, please. Swamiji doesn't have much time. If you go on clapping, then he'll have to stop his talk halfway, because 7:25 sharp he has to start the bhajans in the ashrama prayer hall. We got very less time. Swami Viprananji inquired about all the students of the Swamijis here, has conveyed his best wishes to all of you. Swami Swatma Ramanandaji Maharaj is a very good singer, I need not tell you. He himself has composed so many songs, bhajans, namavalis on this occasion on behalf of Sri Ramakrishna Vidyashala, behalf of all of you. We very respectfully will pranams, welcome Srimad Swami Swatma Ramanandaji Maharaj and request him to address all of you.
Stapakaya cha dharmasya सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Bowing down at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, I offer my Sastanga Pranam at the feet of the senior Swamiji Muktidanandaji Maharaj, who is sitting there, and also my heartfelt pranams to all the monks and brahmacharis here, and my namaskars to all of you. I had the occasion to come to Panampet and Mysore here. Swamiji asked me to come and sing a few bhajans and address you, so that's how I am here. Swamiji has asked me to share one or two thoughts on South Africa. So I'll just try to, in a very brief way, to explain some of the things there. As Swamiji has introduced, I was in Bangalore, Ramakrishna Mat, Baswangudi, for 29 years, almost. I covered 30 years. Then after that, I have been posted to South Africa. I was in Johannesburg for 5 years. So even during the COVID lockdown, I was there for 2.5 years. So now Swami Vipranandaji Maharaj has replaced me. There I was called Swami in charge. So when Vipranandaji Maharaj became the in charge there, I became Swami discharged. So now I have been posted to the Durban Ramakrishna Center. So it is on the coastal side. It is on very on the bank of Indian Ocean. So it's a humid weather. It's very good. The whole country is very rich. You know how a lot of Indians have come and settled there. It was in 1856, the first ship from Chennai, earlier it was called Madras, so carrying some people from Tamil Nadu and also from Andhra Pradesh, poor people who were in search of job and other good opportunities. At that time, slavery was abolished. So a new system was started by the Westerners or the Europeans, and that is called indentured laborers. They were taken there as indentured laborers from Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Most of them, they think that they came from Tamil Nadu, so they claim themselves to be Tamilians, but their surname is Reddy, Naidu, and all the other things, Pillai, so many things, whatever that might be. Later on, Britishers also bought people from UP and Bihar too, from Calcutta. So I think only one person, a Tamil Christian, came from Bangalore too, because the list, you can find all the list of people who came and they were given the numbers. So in that only one person came from Bangalore, he was a Tamil Christian. Whatever that might be. Now you can find lot of, or the whole of population, out of that we have about 4 to 5% Indians. And as I told you, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, UP, Bihar, these people have come and settled down. So there earlier the British and the Dutch were fighting to capture that land. Later on they thought, why should we fight? There's a lot of resources here, so we will join together and rule and loot the country. So they joined together and started ruling. That's how the apartheid system came in there. So you know, I think you have studied about apartheid system. They subjugated the local people there, and the local people would not comply with their things, and they could be so hardworking. They were not so, maybe at that time not so intelligent, because they were all tribals coming from the forest. They treated them very badly. So they wanted cheap labor and hardworking people. So naturally they had good working people from India. So they all took them there. So they used to work in the sugarcane fields, and they used to work in the mines, and they used to work in the railway department to lay the railway tracks. So that's how Indians came there in 1856. So they have settled down there, and they are well educated now. You know, their forefathers, you do not know how much of hardship they have undergone there. Under the British rule, they subjugated them to a lot of hardship. In spite of that, they worked hard, they made time. Even on Sunday, they used to work and build schools so that their children will study. So, see, somehow, I don't know, Indians, amongst the Indians, Mother Saraswati has entered into the genes. Now they are all highly educated. Most of them are good lawyers, doctors, chartered accountants. So even the people, the blacks there, they get envious, that is jealous of Indians, because they have come up so quickly. So why I am telling is, in you too the same genes is there. Only you are not undergoing the hardship, because the more hardship we face, the more stronger we become. That's how I can see there. So they have come up very nicely. But there are some poor people too struggling. So we are working there. We are doing all the service activities. Our ashrama is there. But how did we go there? You know, I think you might have heard of M.K. Gandhi. Who is that? M.K. Gandhi? Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. How did he come to South Africa? He lived there. His family, I think his granddaughter still lives there. Her name is Ila Gandhi. Now, some Muslim businessmen from Gujarat had come to do business, and they would have some quarrels with the apartheid regime. So in the court there would be some settlements. So they thought the white lawyers, they will be biased towards the white people. So we should take some Indian lawyers to help us. So that's how one of the Mussalman trader bought M.K. Gandhi from Gujarat for his work there as an attorney or a lawyer. That's how M.K. Gandhi came there. And you all know all that thing while he was going from his house was in Durban, where we are there. Our ashram, from our ashram, about 6 or 7 kilometers is the house of Gandhiji. All that is there. So he was traveling by train in the first class department towards Pretoria to argue in a court. On the way, what happened? One of the British officers who came there, the ticket checker, he saw the Indian traveling there. So it was only meant for whites. So he came and rudely put him out of the station in Pietermaritzburg. He kicked him and put him out of the station. So that's how there he decided, I have to fight against this injustice, and through the peaceful means, ahimsatmaka way, that's how all that things started. So the people tell that you sent M.K. Gandhi, we gave you back a Mahatma Gandhi. The local people tell, whatever that might be. Let us come to the main subject. So he, seeing the condition of the Indian people there, they couldn't have any, because see, it's such a pathetic condition for the Indians there. Where to have religion, where to have schooling, where to have education. So they wanted somebody to come from Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Mission was already famous for all these things. So Gandhiji wrote a letter to Swami Vivekananda. That letter is still there. And what is that letter? Written there by 2 letters were written to Bombay, to one person there, Setlur, and he was supposed to give that to Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda read that and showed it to Mahapurush Maharaj. He asked Shivanandaji or Mahapurush Maharaj himself to go to South Africa and start the work there. But somehow, due to various reasons, Mahapurush Maharaj couldn't go, or anybody couldn't go, because the apartheid regime here also British were ruling. So without their permission, nothing could happen. That is a different case. But later on, one of the local person there, Dhanagopal, he, from his childhood, somehow he had an inkling towards spirituality. He read the life of Sri Ramakrishna and teachings of Swami Vivekananda, got inspired. In his childhood itself, he wanted to become a monk. Somehow he studied, he led a good life. No, support or nothing. Zero. There are no monks, there is no temple, there is no spirituality, nothing, just Christianity. They have converted people there, and in the midst of that, in all that problem, he had to thrive and get even spirituality. Somehow, he made little money in that poor condition, pathetic condition. He came to India, Dhanagopal, he reached Bombay. There, some Swamijis helped him to go to Belur Math. Swami Virajanandaji Maharaj was the president of the order at that time. He got Mantra Diksha or initiation there. He joined there as a Brahmacharin, but he wanted to get sannyas and go back to South Africa and serve the people there, not only with spirituality, but also help them in their dire poverty and other things to come out of all that thing, give them education. But there, the policy of the order was, if somebody joins the order, they cannot decide where they want to go. The order places them. So it will know, I have to go back there. Then Dhanagopal came out, went to Himalayas in the Vasishtha Gufa on the bank of Ganga. There was one Swamiji who was the disciple of Swami Brahmanandaji, the direct disciple. His name was Swami Purushottamananda, not the Bangalore Purushottamananda. This is the direct disciple's disciple, Purushottamananda. He got sannyasa from him, training in sannyasa and all that thing, good life. And he led a wonderful life here. Then he went back to South Africa. He had a wonderful welcome. He was a dynamic worker. He did a lot of work there. He started 74 Satsanga Kendras everywhere in South Africa. And finally, in a very short span of life, he did a lot of work. But he died very quickly, because I don't want to go to all the details of all those things. Then his disciple took over. Then it was given to the order in 2008. And now we are doing all the service activity. There are a lot of activities there. Under the Durban Ashrama, we have 11 centers to run, all in different directions. Cape Town, Cape of Good Hope, Vasco da Gama found the way to India. There we have one center that is from Durban. It is 2,000 kilometers away. Then another, Newcastle, where a lot of coal is there, just like in England. So there too we have a center, big center. So to go there, we have to go 600 kilometers on the road. Then another place called Ladysmith, 500 kilometers. Then Chatsworth, 50 kilometers. Pietermaritzburg, 100 kilometers. Itete, another 50 kilometers. Like that, we have 7 centers. I should be going around and looking after all those centers. And here there is another center called Phoenix. There Swami Sharada Prabhanandaji, he's a localite, he's there. And he's running Ramakrishna Inzamo Home. There's a big hospital for the cerebral palsy children, looking after those children. There is another thing called Ramakrishna Abalindi Home, where a lot of work is done for the old age people, poor people, destitutes. They are looking after them, giving them food. Then another place, there is a palliative care unit, where people who are dying from cancer, people who are dying from AIDS, the people who are dying from tuberculosis are taken care until they die. They give them food, they give them medicines, they take care of them. So like that, there are many Ramakrishna Medical Center, which goes to different parts of South Africa, do a lot of social service activities, just like the medical camps. So these are all the activities. Then in the educational field, they like to give them fees, uniform, shoes to the poor people. So many other service activities are being done, including spiritual training too. So these are all the activities. In brief, I can't go into the detail because the time is too short. So I think with the kind permission of Swamiji and with your permission, I'm going to stop my exchange of my ideas about South Africa for today. Any other time, if God permits, I'll come back and I can share my thoughts in detail. Thank you for giving me an opportunity here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.